Hi everyone, my name is Chelsea and I'm a Prospective Student Advisor here at Flinders University. Today I'm going to take you through a brief overview of what we teach here at Flinders on an undergraduate level. It may give you a bit of an overview, give you some ideas on what you might be interested in studying, and you might even discover something that you didn't know you could study at university. So Flinders University is very innovative in creating new courses in collaboration with government, industry, and looking at trends on what our students are interested in studying. So for 2021, we've launched a brand new suite of different degrees. We have a new engineering specialisation in environmental engineering, and we're also relaunching our health sciences degree. So now you can actually choose a specialisation within that degree, and it will be named on your parchment when you cross the stage, so employers know which component of health sciences you are specialised in. We also have launched a new international business degree focusing on wine, spirits and tourism. So you will graduate as a leader in this field and you will be equipped with a dual qualification, so you also have a tasting qualification embedded into the degree, and you're able then to work anywhere in the world with this qualification. I'll take you now on a little bit of a tour of the study areas that we offer here at Flinders. But if you have any questions, then just contact us and we'll be able to go through them in more detail for you. So within our art and design, we have a lot of different specialisations. Now, the important thing to know with these degrees is that with your application, usually there's a separate component that you need to complete. So there might be an audition or a portfolio or a show reel. So make sure you're equipped with all of that information before you apply. Flinders was also voted twice in a row #1 in the world for Digital Illustration School. So by studying this degree at Flinders, you are being taught by industry leaders. So people who have worked on big productions such as Thor or Lord of the Rings, lots of different blockbuster films, as well as the special effects on the big computer games like World of Warcraft and things like that. Moving on to business, we have a lot of different specialisations in this field. If you're having a little bit of trouble choosing one, don't stress about that. You can go into a general business degree and discover what those fields mean and what they are and where your strengths are as you go throughout the degree. This is a really flexible program. We are #1 in Australia for overall experience in this study area, and that is due to the flexibility. We've even had students who have a goal of working in snow, ski and surf branding companies like Globe and things like that, and they were able to do an introduction to snowboarding course in America. And a lot of these degrees can be studied online as well. Flinders offers probably the most broad education suite of courses in the state. So I guess the easiest way to navigate through these is to have a think about what age group you would like to teach. So whether you would like to focus on early education, primary or secondary, or perhaps you would like to focus on special education. And then from there, you can decide which type of specialisation you would like to do. So whether you would like to focus on PE, or science, or English, or perhaps even a language. And then we can help navigate you through which degree would be best for you. Moving on to environmental science. So there's quite a few different fields you can choose from within this as well. And you can also do a combined degree with our science programs as well. So if you have a couple of different interests, then you can combine those study fields. With environmental science, there's a lot of travel opportunity with this as well. So for example, there's a 4-week placement in South Africa that you can study with an established scientist, and you can contribute to some real-world research in conservation. Moving on to humanities and social sciences. This is a really broad area of study. So this might entail a language degree, and there's no prerequisites for these language degrees. You don't need to have studied a language before. So it's a really good opportunity if you're wanting to start learning a language at university. You can actually add a Bachelor of Letters in a language to any degree at Flinders University. We also offer psychology here at Flinders University, and we have quite a few psych labs set up on campus. Now you'll find a lot of universities will teach psychology, but it's really important to look in the research strengths of the university and see if that matches with your fields. So we have a really broad area here, so anything from sleep research to criminology and witness identification to eating disorders, right through to the clinical application of psychology. And social work will be taught online as of 2021 as well, so you'll have the choice whether to study on campus or whether you would like to access that online learning. Within law at Flinders University, we're number 1 in South Australia for law, and that's because our legal practice component is built into the law degree. So you're not required to do any further study outside of this degree to become eligible for the bar. You're ready to practice as a lawyer as soon as you cross the stage. And this is a really new age degree, so the students have access to things like building apps for businesses to help translate the law to people who may have a visual impairment and are trying to gain access through the Royal Society of the Blind. They're doing some real world research and applications to help people interpret the law. Medicine and health is a huge area of study at Flinders. As you can imagine, we are linked to the Flinders Medical Centre, which is the largest hospital in the south of Adelaide. So some of our teaching components are inbuilt within the hospital there. We do offer medicine at an undergraduate and a postgraduate level. Our undergraduate medicine program only incorporates a 90% ATAR and 10% UCAT requirement. There's no interview, but please make sure you chat with us about pathways to medicine because there are a lot more places available in the postgrad med course. Within our nursing and midwifery courses, we have over 200 beds that we could equip for if there was the need for it in South Australia. So what we would do is close down our classrooms and we could house up to 200 patients there. So you're learning in a real hospital environment. All the oxygen runs through the walls, all the machinery is real, even the mannequins will talk back to you. So it's a really amazing learning facility there for you to get some hands-on experience and be confident when you go out into your placement, which is in your first year. Other unique degrees within health and medicine at Flinders are speech pathology. We have a long-standing history and an accredited speech pathology course. We also offer paramedics and nutrition and dietetics, as well as optometry as some unique courses. Within science and maths, there are just a few specialisations listed on the presentation here. We have a lot more than what is offered here. We have a marine biology specialisation, which you can also incorporate an aquaculture specialisation within to expand your job opportunities afterwards. And a course that's unique to Flinders is the Forensic and Analytical Science degree. This does have a prerequisite requirement that you are required to have completed successfully during Year 12, but don't stress if you haven't done this. We do have a pathway course that you can study to get the prerequisites at university and study some subjects within forensic science as well. And then at the end of the first year, once you've completed those prereqs, you complete the remainder of the course. Within sport, we offer a wide range of different degrees, and this has come about quite recently because sport has become much more of an industry itself. So within our sport, health and physical activity degree, there's lots of different focuses you can pursue. So either sports events, sports management, sports marketing, or you can choose to get your level 1 sports accreditation within that as well. So you graduate with 2 different qualifications built into the 1 degree. Within our business field, you can also focus on sport management, and we also have exercise science that leads on to the Masters of Exercise Physiology. And we also have an outdoor education specialisation as well. So this will qualify you as an outdoor education leader or instructor, but it will also open up the opportunities for you to do a Masters of Education if you wish to become an outdoor education teacher afterwards. I'll move now to talk about our degrees that are offered and taught at our Tonsley precinct. So this is a fabulous opportunity for students to learn in a professional environment where they're crossing paths with potential employers every day. So we have our teaching facilities there, but we also have industry based there, as well as some government research pods as well. So the first area that we teach down there is our computing suite of courses. So as you can imagine, network and cybersecurity is a huge national priority at the moment, and this has been identified as one of those areas by the government. And we offer this course down at Tonsley, and you have access to all the computing labs there. We also offer simulation and serious games. So while we do offer courses where you are able to learn and develop games for fun, we also offer this simulation and serious games aspect, which is used in professional environments. So you might be creating simulated games for teaching war troops in different war scenarios. You might be also teaching surgeons how to use new medical equipment, and so on and so on. Tonsley is also where our engineering suite of courses is taught, and we were voted #1 for student facilities around Australia for this. So this is because we have an amazing suite of different pods here for you to learn in. We have our robotics lab, which is set up with 2 life-size robots that you can program to do just about anything. Students were even programming it to do their homework, so now it's equipped with non-Googleable questions for the homework. And Baxter is a star down there in the robotics lab. We also have a biomedical specialisation where we have access to a cadaver, and they're able to practice attaching bionic limbs, they're able to test new knee replacements and things like that. There's also a hexapod where they can test new materials for hip and knee replacements too. We also have a pool down at Tonsley, so you can start testing your equipment on maritime specialisations. So we're working on projects such as unmanned submarines, and you're able to test them here on campus underwater. So if you've performed really well during Year 12 and you've received a competitive selection rank for your courses, keep an eye out for these high achiever programs. They cover off on just about any field, and it will open up a lot of different seminars and workshops for you, and also gain you an industry mentor in some of the programs as well. So we wish you all the best for the remainder of 2020, and we really look forward to seeing you on campus in 2021. If you have any questions about your pathways into any of these degrees, please have a chat with us and we'll help you map out that pathway for you.